The friend zone. Two simple words that make most men wince. You're into her, you want something more, but to her, you're just a friend. And the worst part, she knows you want more, but still, she keeps you around, soaking up your attention, while running after guys who treat her worse than you ever would. Most men, once they're placed in the friend zone, do one of two things. They either stick it out, hoping she eventually change her view of them more. They walk away, frustrated and defeated. But both of those choices are wrong, because here's the truth. The friend zone isn't a permanent sentence, it's a challenge. And when you learn how to navigate it properly, you can flip the script and make her see you in a way she never has before. So if you've been placed in that zone, don't chase, don't plead, and definitely don't wait around hoping she come to her senses. Instead, do this, and soon, she won't just see you as a friend, she crave you. Let's dive in. The core of the friend zone rests on a single truth. She doesn't feel that specific kind of attraction toward you. Not because you're not enough, not because you're missing something essential, but because you've presented yourself as safe, predictable, easy, and one of the biggest reasons for that, you've become her emotional crutch. Think about it. When she's upset, overwhelmed, or just needs someone to vent to, who does she turn to? You. And every time you answer that call, every time you sit there and listen to her rant about another guy, offering endless emotional support, you reinforce one dangerous belief in her mind. He'll always be there for me no matter what. Now, on the surface, that might sound like a good thing. Isn't that what women want? A guy who listens, who cares, who's always there. Sure, but not like this. Because attraction isn't born from comfort alone. It comes from excitement, unpredictability, desire, and right now, there's no unpredictability with you. She knows, without a doubt, that you're always going to be there, even if she never gives you what you're hoping for. That's not attraction, that's emotional dependency and dependency. That's why she leans on you when she's sad, but runs after the guy who excites her when she's happy. So how do you fix it? Pull back. Stop carrying her emotional weight. Stop being the one she calls every time another guy disappoints her. Quit letting her drain your emotional energy without giving anything back. The next time she reaches out needing to vent, cut it short. Redirect the energy. Say something like, "You really need to stop letting these guys treat you like that. Anyway, I've got to run, heading out." No more late-night therapy sessions. No more marathon conversations that leave her feeling better. While you feel worse, she may not notice it right away, but over time, she will, because all of a sudden, you're no longer the ever-available guy. You're no longer the emotional sponge. You've become something else, something she has to earn. And when a woman feels she has to earn your time, that's when desire kicks in. If there's one thing that makes a woman reevaluate how she sees you, it's jealousy. Not in a toxic, manipulative way, but in a subtle shift that makes her ask, "Wait, why am I not the center of his attention anymore?" Most guys in the friend zone pour all of their emotional effort into one woman. They're too present, too eager, too invested. And because of that, she never has to wonder, never has to feel uncertain, never fears losing your attention. But the moment she senses your energy pulling a wave, that's when everything starts to shift. So what do? First, be less available. Don't reply to her texts immediately. If she wants to hang out, don't always say yes. If she's used to hearing sure from you, start saying, "Not today." This silently shows her that your life doesn't revolve around her. But here's the real move. Let her see your attention going elsewhere. Nothing sparks a woman's interest faster than noticing another woman enjoying your time. You don't need to stage anything. You don't have to be dramatic. Just broaden your social life. Talk to more women. And make sure she sees, intentionally or not. Post a picture with friends where an attractive woman just happens to be nearby. Mention in passing that you had an interesting convo with someone new. Let her feel that shift. Because when you do, her mind starts spinning, whether she wants it to or not. Is he into someone else? Why isn't he texting me like before? Did something change? And once those questions start, they don't stop. She might act like she doesn't care, but inside, she'll be thinking about you more than ever. That's where attraction begins. One trap most men in the friend zone fall into is constantly seeking validation. They won't say it out loud, but everything they do screams, "Please notice me. Please like me." They laugh a bit too hard at her jokes. They agree with every opinion she has. They constantly try to show her their value. But here's the catch. Attraction doesn't grow when you're trying to prove yourself. Fit grows when she feels like she has to win you over. Now ask yourself, do the guys women chase try to gain her approval? Do they sit around hoping to be chosen? Do they water down their personality just to please her? No. They carry themselves with confidence. They don't chase, they make women step up to their level. And that's the energy you need to start bringing. Dial back the compliments. One of the biggest mistakes guys make trying to escape the friend zone is giving her endless praise. You're so amazing. I don't get why no guy has locked you down. You deserve the best. You look stunning today. Look, compliments aren't evil, but to many of them, you start sounding like every other guy she's ever placed in the friend zone. Real high-value men don't hand out constant validation. They treat their attention like it means something. Instead of giving her non-stop flattery, try flipping the dynamic. That dress is cute. Reminds me of something my little sister would wear. Now, suddenly, she's the one chasing the compliment. She starts wondering, wait, does he find me attractive? And that curiosity, that's where desire begins. Push back, don't pedestal her. Another way to shift the dynamic. Stop treating her like she's flawless. Most friend-zoned guys agree with everything she says. If she hates sushi, suddenly they do too. If she thinks a show is dumb, they pretend they've never liked it either. Why? Because they think mirroring her will make her like them more. But that just makes you blend in. She doesn't want a copy of herself. She wants a man with his own identity. So next time she voices an opinion, push back lightly. You don't like pineapple on pizza. That's tragic. I thought you had good taste. Instead of being another guy nodding along, you become someone who challenges her, someone who makes her think. And that's what gets her attention. Here's the harsh truth. Nothing shakes a woman's sense of comfort like a guy who suddenly stops caring. The moment you stop chasing, stop giving her all your time and attention, she has to face a scary thought. Did I lose him? And that's when the dynamic changes. Silence is powerful. Most friend-zoned guys respond to texts immediately, answer every call, show up the second she needs them. But when you suddenly pull back, when you stop reaching out, stop giving her that constant emotional boost, that's when she starts to wonder, why isn't he messaging me? Is he upset? Has he met someone else? And those thoughts, they start to consume her. Scarcity drives value. Women don't chase men who are always around, they chase the ones who feel rare. If you're constantly in her inbox, replying within seconds, you're not seen as a priority. you're seen as a fallback. But the moment you become scarce, you become desirable. Think about it, what's more valuable? A glass of water in a flood, or in the middle of the desert? Scarcity fuels desire. So make your presence rare. Let her notice the silence. Let her miss your energy. And when she does, that's when she starts craving what she took for granted. Most guys stay in the friend zone because they're scared to lose her. They think, if I step back, she'll forget about me. But the truth is, neediness is the most unattractive thing you can show. If she knows you'll be around no matter how she treats you, she'll never respect you. And without respect, there is no attraction. So what's the move? Be willing to walk away, not to play games, not to manipulate, but because you value yourself enough to walk away from something one-sided. Tell her, I value our friendship, but I'm looking for something more. I don't want to pretend I'm okay with this when I'm not, and then step back. No more initiating texts, no more being her emotional fallback. Pour that energy into you, your goals, your growth, your life, and here's the twist. If she truly values you, she won't let you walk away. She chased, because now she realizes she's at risk of losing something real. And no woman wants to lose a man who's worth having. Here's the tough truth. She put you in the friend zone because, in her eyes, you weren't her best option. It hurts, yes, but don't let it break you. Let it fuel you. Stop wasting energy trying to prove yourself to her and start becoming the guy she can't ignore. Hit the gym, elevate your style, meet new people, dive into something that gives your life depth, and most importantly, date other women. Because when she sees you thriving without her, when she sees you being wanted, respected, and admired, when her perception starts to shift, you're no longer the guy who was always around. You're the one she underestimated, the one she might have let slip away. And when that realization hits, she starts chasing you.